love football, but I don't just play for me. I do it for Jamaica and for the fans on the journey with us. The ones who live for every shot and cheer every goal. The ones who know that performing on the big stage means big effort with big support. And of course, chicken with big flavor.
KFC's big deal. 3 pieces of delicious chicken, fries, and a drink. The perfect fan fuel for cheering on or history-making reggae girls. KFC, proud sponsors of Khadija Shaw and the Reggae Girls.
In sports, it's all about pushing your limits, giving it your all. Sometimes, the key to winning is knowing when to pause. It's not just about performance, it's about taking a moment, finding your rhythm. Taking time for myself, connecting mind and body, and finding my inner strength.
Pause to find power, because in those moments, we discover our true potential. Pause is power.
Team, we need to pass the ball quicker.
Much quicker.
And you need to make sure.
Need to.
I'm the coach.
And I'm the assistant coach.
No. Your job is to bring the water and keep us hydrated. Matter of fact, where's the water?
I've got it, coach.
Massive. Get ready to score big with Just Bet Goal Rush. You could score a VIP football experience in New York. Our weekly prizes. All you have to do is place a bet worth $2,500 or more in store or online. Then complete the entry form at goalrush.justbetja.com and upload the ticket for your chance to score. Promotion runs March 1 to July 19. Grand draw May 18. But you still have a chance to score weekly prizes from June 1 to July 19. So just bet. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act. Just bet.
We're always innovating to keep you always moving forward.
The world through rose-colored glasses. Try the new and delicious True Shake Strawberry.
Balloons up. 3, 2,
love football, but I don't just play for me. I do it for Jamaica and for the fans on the journey with us. The ones who live for every shot and cheer every goal. The ones who know that performing on the big stage means big effort with big support. And of course, chicken with big flavor.
KFC's Big Deal. 3 pieces of delicious chicken, fries, and a drink. The perfect fan fuel for cheering on or history-making reggae girls. KFC, proud sponsors of Khadija Shaw and the Reggae Girls.
In sports, it's all about pushing your limits, giving it your all. Sometimes, the key to winning is knowing when to pause. It's not just about performance, it's about taking a moment, finding your rhythm. Taking time for myself, connecting mind and body, and finding my inner strength.
Pause to find power, because in those moments, we discover our true potential. Pause is power.
Team, we need to pass the ball quicker.
Much quicker.
And you need to make sure.
Need to.
I'm the coach.
And I'm the assistant coach.
No. Your job is to bring the water and keep us hydrated. Matter of fact, where's the water?
I've got it, coach.
Football massive, get ready to score big with Just Bet Goal Rush. You could score a VIP football experience in New York. Our weekly prizes. All you have to do is place a bet worth $2,500 or more in store or online. Then complete the entry form at goalrush.justbetja.com and upload the ticket for your chance to score. Promotion runs March 1 to July 19. Grand Draw May 18. But you still have a chance to score weekly prizes from June 1 to July 19. So just bet. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act. Just bet.
We're always innovating to keep you always moving forward.
See the world through rose-colored glasses. Try the new and delicious True Shake Strawberry.
Oh, to be graced with such beautiful scenes from the parish of Portland. The opening scene here at Carter Park to a double-header dramatic battle that I'm desperately waiting to unfold. Portland is where we come alive on the weekend in the Jamaica Women's Premier League. And of course, lovely scenes here. A parish full of beauty. Act 1 curtains bring up Proven Girls up against beaten finalist Cavalier. For Proven Girls to quest to open their winning account of the season, they will have to prove themselves today against the Cavalier team, who wants to return to winning ways after drawing their second game of the season last weekend. That's the venue, that's where we are today, Carter Park in Portland. And we expect to see some beautiful football on display as the beautiful neighboring communities in their delight. My name is Javid Brand, and I'll be on commentary for this afternoon proceedings. And I can't wait to see some exciting football to be played here. Beautiful scenes continues to be showed in this parish here, Portland. I've been here a few times to a couple destinations. Haven't been here for a while now in terms of having vacation. But yeah, let's take a look now at Proven Girls. We have something to show you. Our camera people paid them a visit. Let's see what they had to show us.
Captain Horsburgh Center of Excellence, and it is going to be the home team, UWI, taking on Proven Girls. We're on the way here, finally, at the Captain Horsburgh Center of Excellence. And Proven in blue, looking for their first win of the season. Well, this one is played through here. An opportunity for Proven early in this piece. It comes through to Pinnock. Jalicia Pinnock was looking for a sixth goal of the season there. Proven should clear though. Cassian Dacre sends it long. Opportunity here for Proven. And the clearance is made at the pivotal time. Kristen Chambers was off her line as well. Pinnock's effort. That wasn't a bad one. UWI defending. Comes back out to Vanessa Lee. Floated ball inside the box at the back post and couldn't quite keep it alive, you know. Here's an opportunity for UWI Mona. And the shot taken by Mishka Williams. No issues there for Moya Clearance. Didn't go too far. Pinnock trying to turn and does. Inside the box on her weaker left foot. And there's the delivery inside. Grant came out, couldn't quite hold on to it. Proven trying to defend, and there's a shot coming in the end from Sashana Gray. Smith. Oh, it's gone all the way through to McFarlane. McFarlane, can she cut it back? She decides to go for goal. This is, that's a lovely ball inside. Can she finish? Oh, Chambers goes down to her right to make the save. But what a ball that was from Daces. Corner kick for Proven. They're looking for their first win in the league here. Ball delivered inside. Still in the danger area. Surely the clearance is made. Ninth minute. Jalicia Pinnock with her sixth goal of the season. And she has tried so hard to get the breakthrough. And what a time for it to come. Their top scorer this season. It's the sixth for her in this campaign. And Proven Is this your first win of the season? Well, that could be the difference between the teams. Chambers punts it. Huey out there in numbers. That one is just wide of the mark. So close. This one is going goalwards, and she holds on. Moya Grant. That's the end of the game. Proven they've won their first game of the season. They toiled, they worked so hard, but it was their star player who came up big for them in the end in the 89th minute. Just one goal deciding this one, and Proven with a massive away win over the UE women's football team.
That was Julicia Pinnock there representing Proven Girls, getting by Huey in the last season encounter. That was the highlights from that particular game. Now let's take you to a feature that will give some insights on this Proven Girls team.
Mama really good vibes today, but long as I mess up, I'm gonna say, come again, as him always say. So, I just have to fix the mistake by myself.
Last season was really challenging, you know. So we started after a very poor start. We started off slow because, you know, most of the girls was fresh out of high school and they were used to playing the schoolgirl football on a Friday and then Premier League on a Saturday. So it was like a learning experience for them. But we grew into the season and we picked up some points in the second round and we finished about 6th, 7th thereabout last season.
Last season was a bit challenging. I think we could have done better, but hopefully this season we can put out the work.
Last season was really great, really great. Work hard, train hard, come and match, play hard. But for this season, you know, yeah, coming again this season, it's gonna be a different Julicia. Yeah, for this season. My expectation for the season for reaching at the semi-final.
So this season the girls have improved a lot. They are technically better now. So we can focus more now on fitness and strategies and more game planning this season. So we're really working on different formations and just teaching them how to keep focus for 90 minutes. We should be better this year.
I think we can prevail to do that. We have a good team. Yeah, we are going to push out the effort to do that.
Where Proven is coming from now and the potential we have our sights set on top 4. Making it in the top 4 will be a successful season for us. And then once you make it to the top 4, then everything is a bonus.
Dribble in, Joel, dribble in, quickly. Match pace now, guys.
The program we have here is that we provide or we seek scholarships for our girls, and we also encourage them to perform well academically. And we support that as well. We have our homework program in which we help, and we also assist monetary in school-wise to help out the academic. So each player that come to Proven, once you perform academically, you are almost guaranteed that you will get something out of the program.
So, you don't know one Proven, big up Proven, you see?
One Proven, we in it to win it, we not back down, so we no come good. Proven!
Yeah, proven looking strong in their pursuits. As we take a look at Cavalier, on their bench there's Arnold Lindsay, who had a stunning season last year. Of course, the custodian in goal for Cavalier in that grand finale. A breathtaking one it was against Fraser's Whip, the defending champions. They've lost a few girls to Fraser's Whip. Cavalier, they've lost their leading goal scorer, Chanel Spence, and one of their maestro in the midfield, Kershaw Thomas. But they have also brought in some new players as well, and we can't wait to see them on display. Some names returning as well, likes of Cadian Edwards, Tatiana Pollock, Janelle Graham, Anila Perkins. And they, of course, would like to get back to the promised land. That is the grand finale. The season young. This is just match week 3. And of course, Cavalier, they would have defeated Wi-Fi United last weekend. And in their opening fixture against UE FC, UE Women's FC, they would have drawn that game. But as we get ready to see these two teams take onto the park, let's just be blessed with these beautiful scenes that surrounds this ground, Carter Park here in Portland. One of the best looking playing field in the island. Definitely one of the best in the eastern side of the country. As you can see, lots of fans already coming in to support. It was raining earlier, but as you can see, the pitch is marked and ready for action. As I've mentioned, just match week 3, so pretty early days in the Jamaica Women's Premier League. On this side of the table, Arnett Gardens are currently out in front with a perfect record, 2 from 2. And of course, they're followed by Cavalier, who I just mentioned, 1-1 and lost, well, 1-1 and drew the other. Wi-Fi United, they're in 3rd position currently. They won one and lost the other. And Proven Girls losing and drawing 1 game. Lots of travelers inside this venue coming to support these two teams. Of course, Cavalier traveling from Kingston all the way to Portland for this encounter. So too will be Wi-Fi United. They'll have their game later on in the second of the doubleheader. There's Proven Girls. Saw them earlier when we came into the venue. They look so passionate. They look so eager to get onto the pitch. But it's going to be a challenging, I suspect it's going to be a challenging matchup today against this Cavalier team. And we're just moments away from these two teams making their way onto the park. So Cavalier beaten finalists last year in their third match of the Jamaica Women's Premier League this season. They take on Proven Girls, who said from the onset that they have themselves to prove once more. Satisfied with the season last year, but they believe that they have gotten better, and they believe that they can challenge for one of those spots in the semi-finals and to even make the grand finale. But Cavaliers, they would have something to say. As we get the formalities out of the way, I suspect this is going to be an exciting one. Lovely conditions here for football in the parish of Portland. It was raining earlier. Hope we can see some showers of blessing. In goals today, Proven Girl, they would line up like this. Amoya Grant in goal. Brianna Smith, Kimberly Bent, Jalicia Pinnock, their leading goal scorer from last season. Tassie and Daisies, Vanessa Lee, Jen Garrick, Janique McFarlane, Chelsea Williams, Amoy McKenzie, a transfer from Arnett Gardens, and Bianca Farah McDonald, and they're head coached by Jadine Walker. We'll just get the coin toss soon by these two captains. Delville Horn will be the match official today, supported by Nicole Thomas, Leroy Dixon, and Hugh Rankin. So he's going to do that again, yes. So goodbye to the pleasantries. Now to what is to come. Cavalier, this is how they line up. Ornella Lindsay in goal. Ashley Sawyers, Jenna Graham, Caden Edwards, Tatiana Pollock. Tiana Robinson is a new substitute into this one. And she replaced Anelia Perkins. Well, she replaced Shady Shirley, rather. Tiana Robinson, Maya Wedderburn, Anelia Perkins, Michaela White, Torian Kelsey Harris, and Stephanie Morgan. And the head coach by Tegan Davis. So just moments away from the kickoff in this first encounter of the doubleheader here at Carter Park. Again, my name is Javid Bryan, and I'm commentary to take you through this one. Lovely temperatures here, and we should see some good football on display. Cavalier to kick off proceedings. Referee Horn just checking with both goalkeepers, ensuring that they're both ready. Time for some great football on the weekend here. Cavalier kicking from left to right on your screens. And already in a promising area. General Graham there is trying to get on the attacking end of that one. Here they are still going. Graham with the cross comes inside the box. Not missing by much. We're not even a minute inside this one. And that was a beautiful attempt already from Janelle Graham, head coach of Proven Girls. Of course, he would have stated that his girls look really good this season. They're better than last year, and hoping to show that on display. Started from the back, Proven Girls. Defender dancing by one, getting the pass out to her left back. Here's the pass now to looking for Jalicia Pinnock, their leading goal scorer from last season. She too says that she is looking to have a great or a better season. Cavalier. And pass there looking for Maya Wedderburn was struck down by a handball. Referee will give a free kick in a very promising area. Just about 25 yards out, if my guesstimation is correct. Here's the head coach of Cavalier. And not gonna beat goalkeeper Amoya Grant from there with that effort. Giving away and slipping in a very important moment there was Graham. Couldn't find her footing. Proven Girls are under some tremendous pressure early in this one. Trying to relieve the pressure. Here they come now on this near side. And putting it over the top, looking for the transfer. Amoya McKenzie, who's chasing relentlessly, trying to win possession. She does so, but the referee says unfairly. And the infringement will go against Proven Girls. So Cavalier with this free kick just inside their half. Sure, they're gonna launch this one into space for Graham to chase. Will she get there? That's the question. Unable to do so. It's gonna be a goal kick for Proven Girls. Of course, this club would have been established in 2020 by Vincent Barnes. He said that it was created out of wanting to provide opportunities for girls within this side of the island and to contribute to women's football development. Told me that his initial mission was to support young girls in Yalas, St. Thomas, by providing scholarships through sports and academics, particularly among students at the Yalas High School. But in the meantime, here's Cavalier trying to break it over the top, repelled, and a shot from distance. Not the best technique, and the referee horn signaling that the pass was in an offside position. Well, Maya Wedderburn was in an offside position when that ball was played by Kaden Edwards. One of the standout in last season. Edwards and the likes of Pollock. I'm sure they can't wait to get their groove on in this one. Here's Graham once more. Not the best couple of first minutes so far, but she has possession. And turns it over quickly to Proven Girls. They have a throw-in on the near side here. Proven Girls with the throw-in here. Looking for their talisman. Here's Proven Girl now with some space and time. Not the best pass, intercepted. Here they're trying to break out of this high press by Cavalier. Daisies with possession. Looking for McKenzie. Here's Amon McKenzie. And the flag on the far side is up for offside. McKenzie just one goal in last season while representing Arnott Gardens. Didn't have much game time, and I'm suspecting that's where that transfer would have came into play. Just seeking more game time. Arnott Gardens having a stack outfit. In the meantime, here's Proven Girls trying to break up this attack by Cavalier down this far side. Doing well was Brianna Smith. The Cavalier still with possession. Smith. And the flag again goes up for offside. Perkins, the culprit on that occasion. Windy conditions, strong windy conditions here at Carter Park. Here's Cavalier. Looking for Perkins, broken up. Pinnock now, driving forward, trying to bring Proven Girls over the half line here. Still going is Pinnock. Has McKenzie inside. Pinnock still going. Trying to get the shot off, but tackled up in the end by Ashley Sawyers. There was a delightful run by Pinnock. And won her team a corner kick, the first of the half, the first of the game. Several players lining up inside the box and lost their foot in there. Pinnock. Proving Girls still with possession. Forced to retreat a bit, and Williams, they're trying to get it under control, unable to do so. Smith going towards the line and getting it out of danger momentarily. Here's Cavalier trying to break the line again. The flag didn't come. Here's Tatiana Pollock for Cavalier. Driving and blocked by Janique McFarlane. Over the top for McKenzie to chase. Will she get there in time? And well defended by Cavalier defender. Keeps in play. Cavalier still with possession now. Tries to get by defender McFarlane, unable to do so. Proven Girls just shutting off in moments that they don't need to. And Cavalier unable to pounce yet. A lovely turn. Loft up the park. And the referee will call the foul on Cavalier. And Proven Girls will breathe for a moment. Janelle Graham not having the best time so far yet. Here's Proving Girls with possession. Over the top looking for Mackenzie. Back with Proving Girls in the middle of the park. Trying to switch the play, but blocked initially. Falls to Pinnock. He's trying to hold up play there, but roughed up a bit, and Cavalier conceding a throw-in to Proving Girls. McFarlane to take. Should get a free kick here.
Coach, remember only one can give instruction here.
Proving Girls sending a lot of players upfield, looking to squeeze Cavalier their own half, trying to get something from this. Pass swinging to space to find McFarlane. 3 players coming over, looking for Pinnock, and booted into touch for another throw-in. Proving Girls with the advantage. And just giving it away cheaply. Manages to keep it in play. The referee says no. Here's Graham all the way back helping in defense. And Cavalier giving away another throw into Proving Girls. Can they capitalize? Can they make something happen here? Here's Pinnock. Lovely first take. Into space looking for Garrick. Broken up. Stolen by Tatiana. Into space now. Cavalier, can they get the shot off? Being muscled up is Perkins. And a last-ditch challenge by Kimberly Bennett to put that one into touch. Good defensive cover from Bennett. Actually won herself a free kick. So they will not concede the corner. Pinnock, so calm on the football. McFarlane, stolen. Here's Graham, gets it inside. Lovely tackle. Pinnock will allow that one to run into touch. So McFarlane will push forward to take this throw in on the near side here. Throw-in taken again. Another throw-in to Proving Girls. Brianna Smith, the captain of Proving Girls, just ensuring that that one went into touch for another throw-in for Proving Girls on this near side here. Lost her footing there. Pinnock trying to take advantage of this situation here for Proven Girls. Already have 3 defenders coming across. She gets across. This should be the opening goal! Tracks it wide from point blank range. Tassie and Daces. And the coaches must be stunned, as well as the players. Can't believe how she would have missed the target from there. What a chance presented by their talisman, Jalicia Pinnock, the goal scorer turned provider. And Daces couldn't capitalize from about 6 yards out. That was a chance. That was a massive chance. Pinnock doing all the work and a lovely cross coming inside the box. Just fell for Daces just to hit the target, but unable to do so. Not the best back kick here. Proven Girls on the ascendancy once more. Here's Pinnock driving on the left foot, trying to get the cross again. And Daces again missing at the back post. Still with Proven Girls, still in possession. Referee now puts his hands up. The flag on the far side signaling an offside. Another chance for Tassie and Daces to put Proven Girls ahead of Cavalier here in this opening encounter of the doubleheader at Carter Park here in Portland. Unbelievable. Again, not the best back kick. Here's Mackenzie! Saved by Ornella Lindsay in goal. She's usually good from those areas. But Proven Girls stepping up in this encounter here, putting some real pressure on Cavalier. Here's Pinnock once more. Carrick decides to get the return pass. Can she get it on the left foot? And well defended by Cavalier this time, booted clear. Only as far as McFarlane into the middle of the park for Carrick. Turns. Being shoved. Now find Lindsay for Cavalier. Can they break on the counter-attack here? Lost it. And booted upfield by Caden Edwards. The flag stays down. Graham pushing towards for Cavalier. This should be another save here. And an option presented itself. Another block. And finally cleared by McFarlane. Now this encounter is turning into a frenzy. Cavalier time now. Wedderburn get the cross inside the box. And Amoya Grant should just collect it easily. Here's Williams to Lee. Trying to look for Daces. Lee again leaving it for Smith, the captain. Here's Lee once more now. Finds Daces. Proven Girls down this right-hand side. He's driving. And the pass goes up looking for Mackenzie. She has some speed on her. And the clearance finally comes for Cavalier. into space. Pinnock doing a lot of work in here in this first 20 minutes.
Fourth official ranking the trophy. At least the appointment. Right, no, I'm glad say him the one missing. Well, he would have to be the year one.
Head coach giving some instructions on the sidelines here. Of course, wouldn't be so happy with the performance so far. Proving girls created a lot of havoc here in the first 20 minutes. And Mackenzie didn't want to go for it, thinking she's in an offside position, and indeed she was. Player from Cavalier is down and getting some medical attention.
Oh yeah, the last game. All right, look come on.
Probably got bumped in her shoulders. Both teams taking advantage of the stoppage to hydrate and get some instructions from their respective coaches. And of course, lots of questions being asked. Cavalier not taking control of this game as many thought that they would have already. But Proving Girls proving their worth so far in this first half. Got the best two opportunities to take the lead. And Daces from point blank range couldn't find the back of the net. Of course, the fans are in their numbers. Everybody is here, even the little ones. Probably do have a dream to play some competitive football at this stage. Probably playing in the primary school leagues somewhere here. So Cavalier to restart proceedings. Referee horn resuming play. Pinnock winning possession, lead to chase. Scoops it high, finds Mackenzie. Goes for the volley, misses. Here now at Garrick. Back to Mackenzie. Out wide to Pinnock. All the way back to McFarlane. Puts it in the middle of the park. Proving Girls moving the football around very nicely. Here's Daces. Trying to get by Harris there. Cavalier being put under some tremendous pressure by Proving Girls here. And this cross comes inside the box high. Finds Mackenzie! Still looking to get the shot off. Unable to do so. Calm and composed at the back from Proven. Finds Daces. And Lee gives the return pass. Lovely stuff here from Proven girls. They really look good and dangerous now coming into the cross. Comes in low. This is exciting to watch. Lindsay to loft this one high up in the park. Tatiana being marshaled well by Brianna Smith, the captain of Proven, and she wins the free kick. Proven girls in their hometown, stepping up and turning up the temperature here in these cool temperatures, making it very difficult for Cavalier to even initiate some attack in the last 5 or so minutes. Here they are again, moving the football nicely. Booted upfield. Finds Garrick, trying to hold off the challenge. Into space now for Graham. Haven't seen her for a while. Can she get a shot off? Blocked. Have some defending to do now is Proven. And they release the pressure so easily. Here's Mackenzie out wide looking for Daces. Blocked and charged down. This is still challenging for the football. Here's Kaden Edwards now all the way back. Mackenzie losing her footing. Cavalier will break some lines here. Pollock gets the return pass over the top. And McFarlane averts the danger momentarily, though still with Cavalier. On top. Trying to get the turn here. Inside the box now on the shot. Miles over the top. That's the best we've seen from Cavalier so in the last 10 minutes or so. Daces losing out to Janelle. Cavalier booting this one over the top. The flag goes up on the far side, the near side rather. It's quite interesting because Cavalier last season was a team that played the football very well, composed, very quick, getting the passes together, but today especially, just playing a little bit haphazard, just booting it up, feeling, hoping that it finds one of their teammates. Proven on the other hand, on the contrary, is playing some really nice football here. Of course, if Cavalier is to open the score, and it will be definitely against the run of play. Thread into space now for Cavalier. Robinson, the substitute, into space for the Tatiana Black. Still has possession. Asking for some movement from Robinson. Tries to play the return pass. Couldn't find her. Here's Pinnock. We know she has some pace. She's taking her time. Lots of real estate in front of her. Movements up ahead. Decides to hold up play, waiting for Calvary. Should get the free kick and does. Half an hour played in this first half. Edwards disgruntled with how her team is playing. It's Cavalier. Bianca Farah McDonald to take this free kick. She's gonna launch this one inside the box. As usual, looking for Mackenzie. Here's Pinnock, holds up play very well. Out wide to McFarlane, back to Pinnock. Trying to squeeze that into space, back the ricochet, finding Pinnock again. She looks for Mackenzie. And Proven trying to create some space of their own here. Finally repelled by Cavalier. Smith boots this one upfield. And of course, Cavalier will get the free kick there. Kimberly Bennett there committing the infringement. Nothing doing though, just a regular coming together. What's Cavalier gonna engineer here with this free kick that they have? Not the best. Will they maintain possession momentarily though? Here's Lee. Daisies now. Loses possession, back to Lee. And the referee blows the whistle. And some verbal reprimanding will be happening here between Tassie and Daisies and referee Horn. Giving her a little talk about controlling her emotions and ensuring that dissent is not the order of the day. Cavalier, again, just launching these balls into space, upfield, not really looking for anyone. Really not used to this outfit playing this particular football. Here's Tatiana Black, being marshaled well. Football finds her back though. Tatiana. This is on top of the box. And a shot. Couldn't find the target. Not a bad effort from the Cavalier team. Improving girls have struggled on their right side defensively. Here's Lee. Lovely pass out wide to Daisies, who gets by one and drives down the flank. The cross comes in low, finds Mackenzie, leaves it to run for Pinnock. Still Pinnock. Holds up play so well. McFarlane, a nice combination between these two always. Pinnock into space now on top of the 18. The return pass couldn't find. And a push down there, referee has no interest. Out wide for Daisies. Williams, Mackenzie, and finally cleared by Cavalier. Daisies should be able to keep it in play though. The cross comes inside the box, headed clear, only as far as Chelsea Williams. And now Kaden Edwards will steal possession for Cavalier. Boots it upfield, looking for the run of Tatiana Black. Pollock, rather. Proven doing so well in defense. I love this left back here. She's so composed. McFarlane trying to find Lee there. Here's Edwards asking for some movements. Being tackled in the middle of the park. Referee says nothing doing. Mackenzie now. Pinnock. Oh, what a delightful pass if she could get on the end of it. She has such intelligence Jalicia Pinnock. Just the way she thinks is 5 steps ahead of everybody. Here's Garrick. Cavalier forced to clear. McFarlane to take the throw in. Still holding her shoulder there, showing some grimace. Here's McFarlane. Captain Brianna Smith trying to overload that left-hand side of the pitch when Proven is attacking. But would have given away a free kick here. It was actually going to be a free kick to Proven, actually. And Vanessa Lee stands over it. Lee goes for the shot, should fall nicely for Ornella Lindsay. Here's Captain doing just enough. Actually so impressed with this Proven girl team so far. And Granton goal just comes out of her box to collect and boots upfield to find Daces. First touch turns well. Pass a bit short. Here's Graham to Edwards. Thrown to Cavalier on the far side. 38 minutes played. Still no goals. Well, a few shots, a few chances for both teams. Neither able to capitalize so far.
Come on.
Here's Garrick. Plays for McFarlane. McFarlane looking for Mackenzie there. Gets the free kick. Her shoulder has been giving some issues. We probably will see a forced substitution soon. I don't know what her pain threshold is like, but she seems to be in some serious discomfort. Ashley Sawyers for Cavalier. Play continues. Lee out wide to Pinnock. Has space. Has 3 girls in front of her. Couldn't find none of them. And Edwards tried to break on the counter attack for Cavalier. Again, this long ball over the top looking for Graham. And she's been marshaled well. Lovely stuff here. Loses possession now though. It's 2 against 2 into space for Pollock. Couldn't connect cleanly. And that was a chance for the team in black and white to capitalize. Here's Captain Smith. Well, this is McFarlane. Bennett. Trying to play this one down the line for Daces. Edwards for Cavalier. Gets the return pass. Trying to play this one along the line, so Pollock to chase onto. Again, defended by McFarlane. Having a stunning first half. Pinnock. Couldn't control. 4 minutes of regular time left in this first half, plus whatever stoppage referee Horn sees fit. Janique McFarlane, so efficient. Here she is again repelling for Proven Girls. And again. I'm sure she has the qualities to get into a national setup. She looks very good, very intelligent, and has some technical abilities. Everybody helping in defense for Proven. That was Vanessa Lee that time, dropping all the way back to ensure that the space is difficult for Cavalier to maneuver to create any chances, really. So no long throwing this time, though. Again, repelled by McFarlane and Lee. It's a very stubborn team. And they've proven this time and time again so far in this first half. Pollock will allow that one to run into touch for a corner kick. Second corner kick of the game. One apiece now. Wedderburn to take for Cavalier. Not sure what went wrong, but all smiles for her. She's wondering what happened. We're wondering too. Here's Proving Girls once more down this far side. Lovely turn and move from Daisies. Drive it, that's what she does best. Still going is Daisies, might have overrun this time. And it's time now for Cavalier to come the other way. Inside for Edwards. Looking for Pollock, and guess who again? McFarlane to break up the attack. Trying to find Mackenzie on that occasion. Couldn't connect the pass properly. Here's McFarlane again. First mistake, I would say. The first back touch from the defender. So we're in the last minute of regular time in this first half. Just a minute will be added. McFarlane with the throw-in on the near side here. Headed back into touch for another throw-in. Blocked. Vanessa Lee, she has been a real force in the midfield for Proven Girls. Booted clear. Not the best first touch from Mackenzie, but she's helping back defend this ball now into space. The goalkeeper should come off her line. Decided against it and couldn't finish. Graham with a beautiful opportunity presented to her and could convert again from inside the box. chances after chances for both these two teams. Nobody able to break the deadlock. We're already spent the first minute, well, the only added minute in this second half, first half rather. And how that would have shifted momentum and shifted things around had that scored. Referee Horn has seen enough of the first half. The scoreline reflects a 0-0 storyline, but it's far from that. It was an exciting first half, really. Just lacking goals. With some really good action, especially from this young lady, Jalicia Pinnock. Created some real havoc for Cavalier, and they still haven't been able to find a solution for her. Graham started bright and lost her somewhere there in the first half. She had a chance to open the goal scoring as well, but couldn't finish. But that's how the first half finished, 0-0 here at Carter Park between Proven Girls and Cavalier FC. Halftime.
Just play for me. I do it for Jamaica and for the fans on the journey with us. The ones who live for every shot and cheer every goal. The ones who know that performing on the big stage means big effort with big support. And of course, chicken with big flavor.
KFC's big deal. 3 pieces of delicious chicken, fries, and a drink. The perfect fan fuel for cheering on or history-making reggae girls. KFC, proud sponsors of Khadija Shaw and the Reggae Girls.
Football massive. Get ready to score big with Just Bet Goal Rush. You could score a VIP football experience in New York. Our weekly prizes. All you have to do is place a bet worth $2,500 or more in store or online. Then complete the entry form at goalrush.justbetja.com and upload a ticket for your chance to score. Promotion runs March 1 to July 19. Grand draw May 18. But you still have a chance to score weekly prizes from June 1 to July 19. So just bet. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act. Just bet.
We're always innovating to keep you always moving forward.
In sports, it's all about pushing your limits, giving it your all. Sometimes, the key to winning is knowing when to pause. It's not just about performance, it's about taking a moment, finding your rhythm. Taking time for myself, connecting mind and body, and finding my inner strength.
Pause to find power, because in those moments, we discover our true potential. Pause is power.
Team, we need to pass the ball quicker.
Much quicker.
And you need to make sure.
Need to.
I'm the coach.
And I'm the assistant coach.
No. Your job is to bring the water and keep us hydrated. Matter of fact, where's the water?
I've got it, coach.
through rose-colored glasses. Try the new and delicious True Shake Strawberry.
Balloons up. 3, 2, 1.
Powell tiptoes forward, steps up, scores, destiny Powell. Returns now, goes for a strike. Jamaica Women's Premier League champions, Tracy Smith.
I love football, but I don't just play for me. I do it for Jamaica and for the fans on the journey with us. The ones who live for every shot and cheer every goal. The ones who know that performing on the big stage means big effort with big support. And of course, chicken with big flavor.
KFC's big deal. 3 pieces of delicious chicken, fries, and a drink. The perfect fan fuel for cheering on or history-making reggae girls. KFC, proud sponsors of Khadija Shaw and the Reggae Girls.
Football massive, get ready to score big with Just Bet Goal Rush. You could score a VIP football experience in New York. Our weekly prizes. All you have to do is place a bet worth $2,500 or more in store or online. Then complete the entry form at goalrush.justbetja.com and upload a ticket for your chance to score. Promotion runs March 1 to July 19. Grand Draw May 18. But you still have a chance to score weekly prizes from June 1 to July 19. So just bet. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act. Just bet.
We're always innovating to keep you always moving forward.
In sports, it's all about pushing your limits, giving it your all. Sometimes, the key to winning is knowing when to pause. It's not just about performance, it's about taking a moment, finding your rhythm. Taking time for myself, connecting mind and body, and finding my inner strength.
Pause to find power, because in those moments, we discover our true potential. Pause is power.
Team, we need to pass the ball quicker.
Much quicker.
And you need to make sure.
Need to.
I'm the coach.
And I'm the assistant coach.
No. Your job is to bring the water and keep us hydrated. Matter of fact, where's the water?
I've got it, coach.
The world through rose-colored glasses. Try the new and delicious True Shake Strawberry.
I love football, but I don't just play for me. I do it for Jamaica and for the fans on the journey with us. The ones who live for every shot and cheer every goal. The ones who know that performing on the big stage means big effort with big support. And of course, chicken with big flavor.
KFC's big deal. 3 pieces of delicious chicken, fries, and a drink. The perfect fan fuel for cheering on or history-making reggae girls. KFC, proud sponsors of Khadija Shaw and the Reggae Girls.
Football massive, get ready for score big with Just Bet Gold Rush. You could score a VIP football experience in New York. Our weekly prizes. All you have to do is place a bet worth $2,500 or more in store or online. Then complete the entry form at goldrush.justbetja.com and upload a ticket for your chance to score. Promotion runs March 1 to July 19. Grand Draw May 18. But you still have a chance to score weekly prizes from June 1 to July 19. So just bet. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act. Just bet.
Welcome back. Second half action in the Jamaica Women's Premier League. Proving Girls taking on Cavalier here at Carter Park in Portland. And of course, it was a very exciting first half action. Let's see what will unfold in the second half. Can Cavalier come to the party? Or will Proving Girls find themselves over the line tonight? Or this evening, rather. Here they are. Proven. Already making strides. Players down. Referee will continue play. Tatiana Black now. Been roughed up. Nice ball over the top for Mackenzie. Can she get on the end of it? Well defended. And goalkeeper Lindsay coming off her line to save the day. But Pinnock in some discomfort. She's a key piece to this Proven Girl team. Scored the most goals last season for them. And a very important part of the puzzle here as to how they are effective up front. Jalicia Pinnock had a really good first half, delivered some really good ball inside the box for Tassie and Daces to latch onto, but couldn't find the back of the net from just about 6 or 5 yards out. Cool temperatures here at Carter Park. And of course, the team that will be playing later on in the stands looking on. So Lindsay restarting play. Lee to Daces for Proven Girls. Back inside for Lee. Turns. Still Lee with possession. Lost it now. And eventually cleared by Cavalier. Here's Cavalier now. Pollock gets it on top of the 18. Repelled and cleared. Driving forward again is Cavalier. Into space for Graham, who was in an offside position. Decided to allow it to play, but the flag was already up on the far side. This contest needs a goal to come alive to its truest potential. Lovely work here. Oh, lovely pass. Pinnock has options left. Still going is Pinnock. Cuts in on the left foot, goes on top of the 18 now, all the way back to Garrick. And a bit too unselfish there, Garrick. Had space in front of her to drive. They decided to pass, but it was a wayward pass. Pass over the top now to find Pinnock. Can she keep it in play? I don't think so. And a wasted effort there for Proven Girls to take the lead or to create a chance to take advantage. They just haven't been able to make it count in the final third, Proven Girls. Lee doing some great work in the middle of the park for Proven's Girls. Is Edwards all the way back for Cavalier. Goes wide for Morgan. That was Wedderburn. Daisies to take the throw in quickly. She's upset that her teammate wasn't ready. McFarlane with the throw in. Looking for Mackenzie. She has another throw in. Finds Daisies this time. Eventually cleared now into touch for another throw in. McFarlane with the throw in for Cavalier. For Proven Girls, rather. Here they are once more. Lofted to the right-hand side of the park. And booted high looking for Pinnock. Holds up play so well. And gets a throw in for her team. Proven Girls making some ground way here on Cavalier. Inside their own half. And this one will run into touch for a goal kick. Another wasted opportunity for Proven Girls. Not able to capitalize on this chokehold they have on this Cavalier team, who seems to can't find their way or they groove in this encounter, especially a team with so much pedigree that went to the finals last year. Well, they've been to every single final since 2018 except the finals in 2024. You'd expect a better showing from them, but they've been put to the test here today. And this is what you call a home court advantage, because Proven Girls are proving themselves this evening. Here they are once more. Looking for the free kick, didn't come. Here's Pollock, finds Edwards. And McFarlane holding the line as tight as she could, then offside again. She has had a stellar game so far, McFarlane. We'll restart again with Proven Girls. Probing down this right side. Overlapping is Bennett. Couldn't keep it in play. Here's Perkins. Seems like a foul throw being called on Cavalier. Bennett, long throw in, finds Pinnock. Couldn't control first time, but Lee just always doing some groundwork there in the middle of the park, making it so difficult for Cavalier to really penetrate or to engineer any movement. She helps in transition so well as defending. This ball over the top for Janelle Graham. Has few to beat, but look who comes across. And just a body check was McFarlane. That disrupted the danger, but they lost it. And Pollock has it now. And a strong challenge coming in. It's a fair one, says referee. And it was indeed a good challenge. Had to be done. Had to be accurate. Here's Proving Girls now. And gets the free kick. And the Cavalier bench is animated in disapproval of that call from referee Horn. Thought it should have gotten a penalty with the earlier tackle. And feeling undone by a referee here. Of course, both teams would have lost some firepower within their squad. The likes of Alia Gray from Proven Girls, who earned a college opportunity in Oklahoma. Johnny Danton also from Proven Girls, who matriculated to the Chartered Teachers College in 2024, as did Kayla Kidd last year. Kayla Kidd not in the squad today, as she is representing the national under-17 team in Costa Rica for the World Cup qualifiers. And also they would have lost their striker, Nadine Tipsy Garden, to Wi-Fi United. She actually scored 2 goals on that 2-0 loss to Wi-Fi United. Garden was the goal scorer in that encounter, so scoring on her former club.
Michaela, no, come here, come. Turn, Tino, turn. Go. Turn again. Same way. Same way. Over the top. Closer, nothing wrong with it. Closer, same way.
Head coach Clark is satisfied with the resilience from his team.
Yeah, go inside. Yeah.
Harris to take another throw in. Driving on that occasion was Pinnock. Ken Edwards not happy with how his team is playing. Here's Garrick down this right-hand side. Scoops it up for Mackenzie. Can she get it down? And might have caught Sires on her shoulder, but the flag on the near side went up for the offside call as opposed to any foul.
somebody there behind you. Yeah.
This should go into touch for another throw-in just down below us. Throw into space for Mackenzie. Garrick is there. Keeps it in play. Being tackled by 2-3 players. That one booted into touch. Here's Lee. Janelle chasing. Captain is there defending. So too is McFarlane. Lost possession though. Graham now has some work to do. 3-4 players, but she's still going. Still Graham. Still trying to find a shot. And Captain, fantastic at the back. Repelling the danger. The flag goes up against Samoa Mackenzie and she's frustrated. Wants to get on the end of it. That's the tenacity of this Provence girls. Team attitude today. They've been aggressive. They've been quick. They've been relentless in their pursuit. Sawyers will loft this one forward. Ball into space for Garrick. Just trying to get it inside the box for Mackenzie, but didn't get the connection properly. The chance goes begging again for Provence girls. Pollock. Again, looking for Graham. Strong challenge on the near side here. Just above the hour mark, 62 minutes played. Still unable to break the deadlock. The fluidity of this encounter has died down just a bit. Another foul throw from Cavalier's number 21, Torian Kelsey Harris. Seen an imminent change coming up for Cavalier. Brittany McGrath will be making her entrance pretty soon. Here's Proven Girls. Dacey's leaving it for her to run. Pinnock trying to get the outside of the boot to poke that one past Grant, but deflected and cleared. Tiana Robinson trying her utmost best to keep that in play, but unable to do so on that occasion. Have a throw in on the far side from McFarlane, looking for Lee. She'll get another. Portland natives looking on. Here's Proven once more. Out wide, finds Pinnock. Shot from distance, blocked. Here's McDonald now. Gets the cross on top of the 18. Only could find Edwards from Cavalier. Lovely stuff from McFarlane just to slow it down. Finds the right pass. Turns, Pinnock gets back on her left. Still with possession. Forced away from goal though. Into space now for Lee to chase. Such intelligence. The cross comes in low. Needs to clear her line. Stolen by Mackenzie. Finds Pinnock now. Charging up. Still trying to create some space. Being hurled up by 2-3 players. Gets the return pass from Garrick. Out wide now for Mackenzie. McFarlane couldn't find the right pass and Cavalier will come the other way. Graham. Been marshaled, but still going. Might have overran that one. And Moya Grant will pick it up. No help for Cavalier. Obviously, the game plan is to get those ball over the top for Graham to chase and to muscle her way inside the box and try to finish. But it has been difficult because this Proven Girls defense has been stubborn up to this point. And the referee not interested in that tackle on top of the 18. Proven Girls can come the other way. Last-ditch challenge to break up the attack. Here's Edwards now for Cavalier. Here's Morgan. Over the top, looking for Graham. But the captain taking no prisoners, trying to clear actually, but it might just run into touch for a corner. Stopped on the line and saved. Possession still with Cavalier, Katie and Edwards with the step overs, but tackled up by Mackenzie. They forward all the way back, helping in defense. This Provis Girl team is exciting to watch. They're well drilled, they're organized. Everything seems systematic, but the individual talents you can see on display and just the overall team effort. Coach Dadine Walker obviously doing something good here in Portland with this team. And if they could walk away with all 3 points here, they would be deserving of it. But still lots of time to go here. Cavalier is still stubborn. They're still a strong team as well. Some movements on the Proven Girls bench. Some changes will be made soon. But in the meantime, they have a free kick to defend. Pinnock trying to drive past her defender. Oh, into space for Mackenzie to chase. Will she get there? The keeper is already off her line. Lindsay boots it into touch. Had to be there. And the pass was just a bit overweight. So substitution here for Proven Girls coming up soon as well as Cavalier. Goalkeeper from Cavalier is just getting her shoelaces tied.
Is that double?
Here's Mackenzie. Being roughed up by Morgan. Still Mackenzie does well to keep possession, but eventually stolen. And here she is again, relentless in her pursuit. Pinnock with possession now. Finds lead, turns well. And wins a free kick here.
Nita. Hey.
Might have gotten an elbow in the face and seems to be in
10 in,
agonizing
10 in, 7 out.
pain.
10 in, 7 out.
So Rihanna Garrison makes her way in for Tassian Daces. Vanessa Lee being helped to her feet. Came under some strong challenge just now. So Candice Morris makes her way in for the injured Vanessa Lee. The free kick comes and spilled at the goal post and couldn't convert. I'm sure the whistle went for infringement on the goalkeeper. And the medical team has been summoned immediately. Coach Walker trying to figure out what else to do to get his team to register a goal in this encounter. They've done well. They've done everything well so far except getting on the score sheet. And Cavalier so far can consider themselves lucky to have the scoreline where it is. They'll be satisfied just by how this game unfolds to have a point from it. But I'm sure that they would be dissatisfied with their overall performance. Sawyers, they're still holding her shoulder. Anywhere we'll do to watch this game. That's his grandstand. Here's Pollock. Down the line. Boots it into touch. Some friendly banter going on here between McDonald from Proving Girls. Fall through again. That's about her third offense. Here's Garrick for Provence. Graham for Cavalier now. Bursting down this right-hand seat. She's gotten herself into space to shoot. Steps over. Trying to cut back and trying to find her teammate, but repelled. Here's a substitute that just came on, Garrison. It eventually comes down to a goal kick. Arnett Gardens on the other side, getting ready for their encounter later on. There's the junglist team, they call themselves. A very dangerous outfit in the league so far. Didn't get to the final this last season. Finished third. Sure they weren't happy with that. Again, another offside call. And there's Wi-Fi United. We're in the 80th minute of this encounter now. 10 minutes of regular time left. Here's Pollock on top of the 18. Forced to change direction and get the ball wide. The cross comes inside the box. Still not cleared. Cavalier retains possession. Here's Morgan. Still Morgan. Lunges in, lost it. And referee Horn will call back the play. Wonder which direction will he give this free kick? Because there are a lot of bodies being thrown. Here's McGrath, the substitute for Cavalier. Lost possession to McFarlane, into space now. And on the far side doing some defensive duties, it's Perkins. Has proven girls trying to play out from the back. Lost it to Pollock. Could this be the opening goal? And an outstretched leg to break up what could have been. Here's the captain once more trying to thread Garrick inside. And Graham would have been in an offside position. And that ball was played over the top, so referee makes the call. McDonald to send this one upfield. Referee standing in the way. Apologizes and will have a drop ball to restart play. Asking Caden Edwards just to return it to them. McFarlane to Pinnock. Gets by the first challenge. Pinnock still going. Again, her strength and intelligence is trying to work some space here. She still has possession. Very difficult to dispossess. But now turned over. Cavalier now. Again looking for Graham. Captain. Fantastic. I call her Brianna Smith. Is trying to avert the danger. And did well to avert it. Only momentarily though. Here's a substitute. Lays it off to Graham. And an outstretched arm. And the shot comes after. Well, clearance come after. That was Captain Brianna Smith. Ensuring that she got that anywhere but inside her box. Giving up a corner kick though, Cavalier to take. Corner kick for the ladies in black and white. And again, wasting another corner kick is Maya Wedderburn. Chanel trying to shake some challenges. Finds Edwards. Goes across. Shot. Repelled again. Another corner kick coming up for Cavalier. This time they'll change the deliverer. It's going to be Sars this time. Swings inside the box. The head goes up, misses. Asking for a handled ball. Shots coming in. The referee not interested. And Sars will maintain possession for Cavalier. Inside the park now for Morgan. So he decides to loft this one high and wide to no one really. Giving up possession cheaply again is Cavalier. Here's Garrick now with possession for Proven Girls. Finds her. Talisman. Just told it a bit in front of her. Could get there in time. And Arnella Lindsay in goal is clearing her lines. Here's Edwards. Back to Morgan. Out wide now for Janelle. For Pollock rather. Has one to beat. Plays it inside. Asking for the return pass. Gets it. And a beautiful tackle coming over to disrupt what could have been. Lovely turn here, and the shot won't find the target. We're in the 89th minute. Still no goals in this one. Can't anticipate now. Garrison losing out, but Mackenzie trying to keep the attack going. They'll have a throw-in. Throw taken. Edwards hoisting that one high up the park. Falls for Pollock. Here's Smith, comes across. Garrick couldn't keep it in play. Brianna Turner now comes in for Amoy McKenzie. Here's Brianna, the substitute, dipping those shoulders well, still going. This is Garrison. And that should be the first card of the game, I suppose. The referee seems like he'll be given a warning. The card comes out. That's the first of the game. That's what you call a professional foul. Had to be done. Because Garrison was almost in. Maya Wedderburn. 3 minutes stoppage time added. Confirmed by the fourth official. McDonald to deliver this. Free kick inside the box for Proven Girls. Needs to be perfect. Swings it far post. McFarlane trying to get it under control. Morris couldn't make much of it, but Edwards comes the other way for Cavalier now. Pollock sending back Edwards into the box now. Runs onto it and out comes Amoya Grant graciously. Janelle Graham just holding her head. She knows that was an opportunity as well, but second best again for the evening. We might see an extra minute being added here. 3 minutes was confirmed by the fourth official, but stoppage in stoppage time. Some brand ambassadors. Valvoline, one of our sponsors for the Jamaica Women's Premier League. I wonder who that other young lady is.
Yeah, we got 4 minutes now because of the injury.
Moya Grant is up. She seems to be okay to carry on. Might have just bruised her lip in trying to recover that loose ball played inside the box. Feet in his face. No Jamaican term. Here's the outstanding. McFarlane had a really solid game. Referee Horn has seen enough of this encounter. Another drawn result for Cavalier. Not the result that they would have wanted. Proven girls, they came out strong, they came out diligent, but they too couldn't get on the score sheet. And all they have to show for it is a point at the end of this encounter. Full-time score, Proven Girls 0, Cavalier FC 0. Of course, that's how this one ends. It's the first of two in this weekend doubleheader here at Carter Park. Proven Girls, the home team, repelling Cavaliers' effort to get 3 points. It will be split even, one apiece. That's it. That's the full time here at Carter Park for this encounter.
In Jamaica women's football, and the finish was deadly. Chanel Spence has done it again. Gregory, goal!